Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World of Warplanes. I am with Corvus, and I am here today because a new marathon has started in Warplanes. This one is for a pilot, for this German chick named Emma Vogel. And I'm sure Corvus has plenty of opinions on how she breaks the game.
Hi, Hunter. I appreciate you having me on tonight, and I do indeed have opinions. Folks that know how I roll know how this works. I buy the certs. I cert out the thing to be marathoning, whether it be a pilot or a plane. I go out and fly for a little bit and see how it feels um, under different scenarios. So with a plane, I would change the equipment around. I would try it in different roles, like uh, eh, you know, uh, defense or offense. How it does, and then form an opinion from that. And my opinions end up to be, yeah, I'm going to grind this for my free-to-play account, or yeah, it's worth the money, or you could skip this and not really hurt anything. If you're a collector, pick it up, but it's not really worth it. With that having been said, I did go out and buy Emma Vogel, and she does the FW 190D pretty well. Um, I haven't played the Dora in a while, and I took it out last night, and surprisingly, it I got around the map pretty well because of the her pilot skills. I was able to attack things pretty well. The extra gun range was helpful. The extra speed was helpful, and I'm thinking that the Dora really did get a significant boost from her.
So
But
they indirectly buffed the 190 Dora
I
by
I believe
making
so.
it as
Yes,
pilot and putting it in the game. Correct.
yes, I believe so. Emma helps the 190D, and I think it really gives a boost to what probably could be called uh, probably one of the worst multi-rolls at Tier 7, just because it's it's hard to fly.
Well, it's
Um,
hard to fly. It arguably has the least amount of ordnance compared to other multi rolls at tier, and yeah, it's got good frontal armament, but it can pretty much be outturned and outsped, or outclimbed by a lot of other fighters and multi rolls.
right. Yes. And now with Emma Fogel at the stick, it's better. And I would I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb. I do prefer the German planes, and prefer the way their gun handling is. I would place it above the P-47N, even with Myers, uh, in flexibility in using it as air to ground and air to air. P-47N is more of an air to ground focused multi-role, and
Well, most of the Republic
uh,
line is, so that just makes sense.
yes, that's true. I'd still rate it below the Corsair, the Tier 7 Corsair. The door is below the Tier 7 Corsair, and the Yak 9U is, it's a sniper plane. It's a multi-role technically. Eh.
Okay, the Yaks are just their own separate thing. Let's not worry about the Yaks. Nobody likes them anyway.
Yes, that's the way I felt when I was going through the line. And that's true. I was just doing it just to do it, and I was not much good with them. So, but the Dora is now a better plane, in my opinion, and it moves above, in my opinion, again the Jug at Tier 7.
Well, that's good
Now,
because the Dora was the only 190 out of those three that I actually kind of liked. Um,
oh,
it's the only yeah. I don't like the six. I don't like the five. I prefer the seven. But to the other two. That's the reason why I've kept this but sold the other two. Um,
yeah, the A5, I like it, and I do okay in it, as long as there's not a talented heavy fighter on the other side at Tier 6, and as long as you're top tier, I'm okay with it. I do okay with it. What about these skills in something like the BF 109 line, where using dive and having extra maneuverability could really be beneficial, because a turn build BF-109 equals a Spitfire in turn capability. Maybe not in a straight up rate fight, but in initial maneuvers. And if you can get a Spitfire, if you can get behind a Spitfire in initial maneuvers, you can get a crit and then you win. And plus it doesn't have very many hit points, so if you get a really good burst in, you're almost there, right? So this is always surprising to Spitfire drivers when they see getting lit up by a BF-109.
Let's be honest, Spitfire people that fly Spitfires all the time really aren't ready for the higher tiers where the energy fighters can kind of just take them out in one, maybe two passes.
Yeah, there's a reason that folks are kind of derisive and call them noob fires, right? I mean, there's a reason for that. It's that they're strong planes.
They're strong planes, and they're going to be one of the last planes I go down in regards to the tech trees, because they're pretty much all fly the same.
Now, Hunter, my friend, you are going to love the Attacker and the Swift. I think you'll love both of those planes because they're your style of plane.
I hope so.
But up to then, you're gonna be bored out of your mind.
I hope so, because the Hawker line has been complete torture.
Yeah, I'm. I have to admit that grinding all the modules is in my free-to-play account is. It's yeah.
I'm only going down that line because the tier 10 is the Hunter. That's it.
Right.
That's the only reason. I don't care if I never fly that plane again. I'm getting that thing. I'm getting it.
Yeah, Hunter and the Hunter. You gotta. You have to do it.
I got to.
So here I am with. If you look on the screen, it's me with Emma in the BF-109 K6.
Ah, yes. Me and that plane have a history.
So already, the K6 is pretty strong at Tier 7. One might say very strong. Overpowered even. And now I'm going to give it more juice. I'm going to give it more maneuverability. I'm going to give it better dive. I'm going to give it better stall characteristics so that I can get around better. Now, the crazy part is that I've got my K6 as a speed build. I do not have it as a turn build. So, shall we go and terrorize the Tier 7 skies?
Yeah. Let's go up and Lord willing, nobody gets upset.
Well, it's me. I'm kind of a scrub, so can't get too upset at
fair,
me.
It's a double light fighter flight at Tier 7. If we see any Tier 8 bomber, we're kind of screwed.
All right. Well, this is an interesting setup.
I'm still loading in.
We have a specialized P-82B and a specialized B-29C on our team.
We're kind of screwed. We're kind of screwed. We're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna go for the TU. No,
watch your back. Watch your back.
Oh yeah, heavy.
That was a near thing.
Yeah, he crit my tail, by the way.
Of course. All right.
Fortunately, Elise gives me a bit of controllability still, but not a ton.
Go ahead. Run.
Yeah, I can't chase him at this time.
I can.
Yep. Where's my hit? What the hell? Oh, it's a Yak 9U. Of course it is.
Of course it is. Dude, why did he run into the... Oh, whatever. Oh. Yeah. Don't suck. Corvus. It's almost like I can't help myself. Oh, somebody flipped the base already.
Ow.
Nice.
Yeah, I can always tell when there's a B-29 on the field because my game lags.
Oh. KI-93 decided to come back.
Of course he did.
Oh my gosh. I made a mistake and tried to dive underneath him, and he just gave himself a little bit of, oh, what on earth is going on with this battle?
Nothing good?
You should be able to outturn them. Outturn that.
I think it's
him.
a maneuverability build P80. So no, I can't, actually.
Well, that sucks.
Well, I just watched the F7F just kind of die.
It's, yeah.
People like
I'm
that
familiar.
plane.
I'm familiar with that. The dying part with the F7F.
Mm-hmm.
F7F is kind of a pain in the neck.
Oh, don't I know
Because it's not fast enough.
it? It doesn't have good altitude either.
Its altitude is poor. It's not fast enough. Oh, see? So, God bless it. Come on. The B-29, I'm shadowing the B-29, and it's shooting me from 1,400 meters.
Oh, of course it is.
1,400 meters.
I'm on the KI-93's tail. He's getting away because I'm out of boost at this moment in time, but I'm not going to let him go. He's going to have to turn around eventually. Ha, buddy, you think that's going to fool me?
All right, so I've done the most that I can. I removed half of the hit points.
Yeah, that did fool me.
from the B-29.
Well, that's great. I'm being led on a wild goose chase. So I'm going to back off and let him go about his business, I guess.
Not doing anything.
Attention, all aircraft. Fall back and regroup.
Yeah, he's good.
I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's a... Yeah.
Maybe if I'd have been in a P-61, I could have harassed... Oh, ME-262. Because I'd have been able to foil the guns a little bit. Their lock-on time is a little long for the B-29. So
yeah, so that would be my fault. I summoned the B-29s.
Yes, nice going.
Yeah. You're welcome. I didn't want the first test run of Emma to be easy. Well, I would say any kind of sniping helps with the B-29 because those are probably some of the few aircraft that can stay out of its turret range.
It appears as though we have drawn an
and
all-bot
here.
bat, which is weird.
You are entering the combat zone.
I wouldn't have expected that Tier 5 would have.
Yeah, normally like 5 and 6 are very populated tiers, and anything beyond 7 is not.
All right, now you need kills. Is that true?
No, I finished that mission. It's just capture points now. I need to get
capture
points.
points.
I need like 5,000 capture points in a number of battles.
Gotcha.
I somehow managed to get the 9 kills I needed in that last match with the B-29. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll take it.
Excellent work. All right, I guess I'm gonna go to the command center and drop my eggs. And
I think we have the same idea. I'm just about 4,000 feet lower than you because if I go any higher, I'm in the yellow.
yeah, I'm actually in my yellow, and I'm giving myself that room because of the dive acceleration of this stupid thing. Oh my gosh, it is. It's crazy. Dive acceleration on this thing is stupid.
So does she help the 210, just in general?
Well, what the dive speed was absolutely nuts. The dive acceleration was crazy. I was already, before I got the stupid thing on target, I was already.
You were already right.
I'd already
on top
lost
of it?
1,000 meters of altitude, pretty much.
So what you're saying is, she's best used in like boom and zoom energy diving attacks because she definitely
Absolutely.
gets you. She gets you where you want to go faster.
Yep.
But she may not be exactly like Elise, who's just better in regards to like general maneuverability improvements.
So what I did there was I dove on a BF-110B, and I was nearly in my red as far as speed goes. It's crazy what the dive what she can do for dive acceleration.
Really?
I mean, it's outstanding, and you have to pay attention, or else you're gonna you might smack into the ground.
Might lawn dart.
As a XF90 driver, I am familiar with the lawn dartedness.
So if I was to get her and put her in my 229, which is one of my quintessential boom and zoom aircraft, she would improve its dive speed even more than it already is.
I believe so. I am really, really impressed by the dive speed increase.
Because like I'm just trying to figure out what plane I put her in. Because like obviously I would want to have her in like 190, right? But the
Yes.
190 is it's a 190. It's not something I'm gonna play every day. So if there's another German plane I can put her in, then I'm more likely to fly.
Well, yeah, because so
Ow.
as we have said, the Horton,
Yeah, the Horton.
it's sort of heavy fighter like in how it performs.
Has a great dive characteristic to it.
Yes, and so because of that, you would be wise to help that ability out, and this is where Emma could do some good work. But I mean, the dive of this, I really am shocked at how much both the dive. So I'm
Oh
up to,
wow! I just watched you dive at that 110, and you were there
Yeah.
in like a second.
Yes, I was well over 700 kilometers per hour. At Tier 5, folks. This is a Tier 5.
This is one of the slow tiers.
Right. So I think I can catch up to, might be able to catch up to P-38Fs, maybe.
Which are one of the faster planes of this tier.
Absolutely.
Oh, I already have a McGuire. How the hell
Damn
do I have
you.
a McGuire already?
You stole my McGuire. How dare you? No, I've been chattering and just been shooting stuff down. I haven't even thought about what we've been doing.
This plane is paper and dreams, and the dreams are Corvus's McGuire.
That's right. Salty tears of rage. Oh, I don't want to go over there because I want to stretch this battle out a little bit. So let's not get superiority if we can avoid it. In fact, I'm gonna leave the.
I get capture points by defending, so I'm going to try and defend the command center as best I can.
Sounds reasonable. I'm gonna go and see if I can't. Oh, I was gonna make an I-16 cry, but I didn't make it cry very hard.
And besides, the bots are going to flip everything anyway.
Oh, that's right. Oh dear, here I am over by the spawn. I didn't mean to come over here. Didn't mean to come over here.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
But yeah, the dive characteristics that she gives to planes that can already dive well is frankly outstanding. So it may be that she doesn't really make the K6, super outstanding. At least not with only essentially four skill points. She needs a little bit more to make the Curve First outstanding.
I would assume that whatever skill points you have on that 12-point pilot that you usually found in K6, you would need to have on her to take full advantage of her buff. So essentially, by default, if you just have her and nothing else, no, she's not going to break the K6 even more. But the potential exists for her to break the K6 with time.
Yes. That the dive and the help and maneuverability in the dive really do have their place. And maybe if you were to stack that with something like Raptor Strike, I don't know. Nobody uses that skill really, but maybe stacked with Raptor Strike, it would make a difference. It's a good question. I don't know. I would not. I would not poo-poo the idea. I'm not a fan of Raptor Strike myself. I don't run it on any of my pilots, but there's got to be somebody out there that uses it. And maybe modify my play style a little bit, especially in the K6. I think I've been leaning on my pilot skills a little much in the K6, and I should probably be.
Well, you're not a light
more.
fighter, man. You don't primarily play light fighters.
No, I'm not really. I'm more
That's
of a
my
heavy
existence. So,
right.
Should I complete the grind, I'll throw her my 109G and let you know.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think that's where she could be painful to folks in the mid tiers is something like the 109G or the 109E, the Emma. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
her skills
little monster here.
Yeah, no, that will. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So, absolutely, folks. If you've got the $43 to spare, absolutely. If you've got the time to spare for the grind, absolutely. She's a gem.
Corvus
really
recommends. She has the Corvus seal of approval.
That's right. That's right. The seal clubbing of approval. There we go. I love it.
Anyway, Corvus, it's been a pleasure. And remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
I'm not gonna lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight, unknown brain and mind me, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, you're too strong, wanna battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief for my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my loop, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone.